folks, this is Dad, and I just came back from Pittsburg, Kansas. I was out visiting somebody very special. I'm back, and I wanted to kind of show you how that trip turned out for me on bourbon hunting anyway. So in Pittsburg, Kansas, you're very, very lucky. It's a historical town, been around since 1876. Used to be a zinc and a coal mining town. It's pretty cool out there. People kind of stay to themselves and don't bother you too much. But whiskey is a tradition in this type of the world. And I'll tell you what, so I had a Weller's Special Reserve. I picked that up from a company. Let me show that to you in case you're familiar with them. I don't know exactly how to pronounce that, but I call it Flavier. They were a membership company. And I got this, by the time I got it to my house, it was about $90-some. And that's kind of realistic, sadly enough, even though it's $35.99 MSRP. But so this is the 750, and it's 90 proof. And for $35.99, I'm a buyer all day. But here I'm not in Washington State. So I was lucky to get out to Parrot Head Liquors on Broadway. I think it's North Broadway. And I found this for MSRP. Which is the 175, and I picked it up. I was really, really happy, and I just want to do a shout out to the guys out there. This bottle got a little banged up on the way. The label got scratched, and I got a dent here, even though I had it packaged properly. But still, that being said, phenomenal bottle. I'll have to work on that. But I'm really, really happy that I got this at MSRP because I get to try it now. And not really feel too bad about that. And Parrot Head Liquors, great guys. They had promotions out there. They had another one. It's a Pittsburg Gorilla pick for their Maker's Mark Special Reserve. I want to shout that out. It's $74.99 out there. So if you're in the area and you want a fantastic bottle of alcohol, I'll do a shout out back for you guys. Maker's Mark Private Selection. Mine's 112.0. Theirs about 109. They said it drinks hot, which is a good thing. So shout out to the guys out there. Fantastic guys. Parrot Head Liquors, Pittsburg, Kansas. If you're in the area, take the drive out there. There were several stores. There was Red's Liquor, there's Pitt's Discount. I never got a chance to get to any of them because of just my schedule was going so fast. And like I'd already said, my ability to transport one more bottle was down to a negative. I had to just pick up a couple bottles. So I get to open up the Weller's Special Reserve and give you guys my honest opinion on whether or not this 90 proof bourbon, which by the way, the original wheated bourbon, not just any bourbon. It's kind of like in the Maker's Mark tradition, okay? But this, I'll let you know what the mash bill is on the rye. No, there is no rye. What am I saying? I meant corn. So I'll let you know. It has to at least be 51%, so I'll see what that is, okay? Malts and other type of things. So let's put that aside. And over here I got the Redwood Empire. This was pretty impressive. I could find this over here. This is the Lost Monarch, and this is named after the tree Lost Monarch, which lots of history in here. So go ahead and take a look at that. It's very, very well presented, this bottle. I believe it to be a 3-year-old bourbon. Now let's take a look here. Blend straight rye whiskey. Ooh, it's a straight rye, and it is at least 3 years old. That's right. Aged in our barrels in a temperate climate of North California coast. I don't want to say California in my mind. In temperate climates of the Northern California coast, allows for a slow and even extractive flavor. All right, aged at least 3 years. Okay, fantastic. So I'm a little jet lagged, folks, still a little tired in places I shouldn't be, so bear with me on this video. I'm thinking about how tired I am. But anyway, I need to keep making this video because this is going down, and I wanted to do that shout out to the Pittsburg, Kansas people. Absolutely love them. So let me tell you just real quick, if you're out in Pittsburg, it's kind of flat. It feels like the trees are brought in. Everything, including the houses, at one point, from what I would like to do a historical video, but I've been told that the houses, the historical ones that are at least 100 years old, the coal mining houses, the zinc mining houses, everything was brought in from the Sears Roebuck catalog. You'd go through the catalog and you'd purchase your house. It came in a kit and was brought in. So that being said, everything out there just feels kind of imported to this area. And when you're out there, the people are fantastic. They're very welcoming, very loving. Battled through some weather, trees falling down the whole time we're out there, static storms in the air. Check out some of my other videos to see that. But these are resilient people, folks. And so when you go out there and you find something like they have the ability to have Weller's Special Reserve on their shelves at MSRP, you say, that's God saying thank you back to some great people. So I'd like to do something in the way of prohibition, what that meant, how it affected people, who was allowed to make alcohol at that time for medicinal purposes. Yeah, you can't make an alcoholic quit drinking just because of prohibition. They'll die. And I'm sure that became evident after a few husbands fell off the planet. A few wives were told by the doctor, well, you're the one that signed for prohibition, and he passed away due to that. So medicinal purposes alcohols from a few companies still had to be made, and I believe that Brown and Foreman was making Old Forester, and I believe that Austin Nichols was making Wild Turkey, and then I believe Brown Foreman still makes Early Times. So that being said, we'll dive in and take a look about these things in my next video. Okay, folks? So enjoy yourselves. Happy Mother's Day if you're a mother, a stepped in to be mom, aunt that got called mom or never got called mom, but you're still aunt playing the role of mom. Some dad out there doing double duties. Whatever it is that you're out there doing, I'd just like to say Happy Mother's Day. From HisDad's Bar, I love you. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Bye-bye now.